Pulgasari is a Godzilla ripoff made in North Korea, directed by a kidnapped South Korean director. Kim Jung Il was a huge cinema fan. He loved Japanese and American cinema, and in the mid-70s, he'd grown very tired and disappointed with North Korean cinema and its inability to match the quality of the big movies coming out of America and Japan. In 1978, he orchestrated the kidnapping of actress Choi Eun-hee, who was the ex-wife of famous South Korean director Shin Sang-ah. About a year after his ex-wife was kidnapped, he went to Hong Kong, her last known whereabouts, to look for her. When in Hong Kong looking for her, he got kidnapped as well. So he was in North Korea and refused to play ball really in any way, so he was put in a labor camp for 5 years. He tried to escape and wasn't able to. At a certain point, he thought, if I can't beat him, join him. He went to Kim Jung Il and he said, let's talk movies. And Kim Jung Il was like, awesome. And so they began hanging out and watching movies together. So from 1983 to 1986, he made 5 to 10 movies with Kim in North Korea. Some of them he's uncredited, so I'm not sure how involved he actually was. One of those movies was Pulgasari. Kim was actually a huge fan of Godzilla. Reportedly, it was one of his favorite film franchises. This movie is kind of crazy. A metal-eating dinosaur that is born from the wish of a dying father. He prays to the gods. He has a little toy dragon, and he says, instill life into this dragon, please, and have it protect my daughter and the people that are being oppressed by this oppressive government. That's who killed him. And eventually it gets out of control and just begins terrorizing everything, and so is destroyed and reduced back to a little guy, but he does wander off, leaving room for a sequel. I'm assuming in North Korea people probably really liked it. It was probably a really fun thing. Even if they didn't, I don't think they would say anything. Kim Jung Il was like, let's make another big budget movie. This time we want to make a historical epic drama. However, this country is broke. We have no money to produce another big movie. So I want you and your wife, ex-wife. I think at this point they'd kind of gotten back together, but I don't know how much of that was necessity and just playing along. While in Vienna, Austria, Chin was able to slip a note to a hotel employee saying, hey, we're kidnapped victims. The US Embassy got involved. Chin and Choi were able to escape. Shin would go on to make more movies. He actually worked on some movies that I loved when I was growing up, the Three Ninja series, and even directed Three Ninjas Knuckle Up, which I don't remember, but I liked all of them, so I assume I loved that one too. Toho Studios actually worked on this, helping with special effects and things, under the impression that this was a co-production with China and North Korea. That was a lie. To this day, certain fans of Toho Studios still consider this part of the Toho universe, even though the odds of it ever coming back are slim to none. But wouldn't that be interesting? Maybe it could happen, maybe it won't. I thought that was a really cool story. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. If not, that's okay too.